know he has a gun.
All right. Are you trying to break up with him?
Yeah, I tried to break up with him and wanted to just be friends, but obviously he didn't like that.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Really? How do you know he has a gun?
Well, he showed it to me.
Oh, okay. And he was 18. Why are you dating an 18-year-old guy?
You're 14.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th.
Oh.
8th grade?
He's out of high school.
He would have graduated high school
had he gone
half a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, what a surprise.
Want to gander at his profession now? Arby's or...
At 18, it's hard to even get into the construction. I can tell you by 19 and a half or 20, he's going to be in construction.
He works at McDonald's.
That's right. I worked at McDonald's, too, before I got into construction. Yes, I will go, I'll go McDonald's, and then I'll go some sort of intermediate thing. Like for me, it was carpet cleaning, and then pow, right into that lucrative construction role.
Right in the showbiz.
Thank God I only did it for 13 years. In and out. I'm no dummy. I learned the first day I hated it, and I'd stuck around for a measly 12 years, 364 days after that, and pow, then I was out. Like, in and out, like lightning. Hey, Gene?
Yeah?
Where's your parents? They can't be too close, can they?
Not really.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Oh, well, my mom is a recovering alcoholic, and my dad lives in New York, and, well, he left when he was 3, and my mom doesn't know, but...
He left when you were 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And, my dad, he kind of monkeyed with me when I was about 10.
Perfect. Well, he left when you were 3. He just came back to monkey with you on Christmas?
Hey, my mom thought they were getting back together.
Yeah. I want to get at his own daughter. All right, I hope he gets run over by subway train.
Thank you.
Yeah, fine. And believe me, those of you who think I'm not serious about that, I'm deadly serious about it.
You were driving the train.
I have no problem with that. Guy bangs around with his 10-year-old daughter and abandons her. Fine. His life's not worth anything. I'm fine with that. I don't know why other people aren't fine with that. We gotta save him. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna come with some cure or something? Is he gonna invent something?
No.
Or is he gonna suck off the teat of society until he drops dead someday, and then we gotta mop him up? All right, anyway, your dad's a son of a bitch. Now, lo and behold, you get hooked up with the son of a bitch.
Surprise.
You break up with the guy and you be firm with him. If he makes any overtures about stalking or waving a gun around, you call the cops.
But I'm afraid if my mom finds out about this, she might ship me back to my dad.
No, she's not, because you're going to tell her about what your dad did to you if she tries to ship you back to him.
That's right. You
All right?
Okay, is there any phone numbers I can call besides 911 and 0?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I'll go for you. 1-800.
Yeah, hold on. 1-800.
Hold on. Get a pen.
I did.
No, you didn't. Go get one.
Oh, I have a pencil.
1-800.
But I said a pen.
540.
It could rain. It could wash right out of that notebook.
540-4000.
You got that number?
Give me 2 numbers.
1-800.
Yeah, that's enough.
What?
Rain. What's your name's program?
Oh, Tori Amos?
Yeah.
Huh?
Tori, it's very late. You want to wake Tori Amos up tonight?
1-800-540-4000.
That's her home number.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
All right, Gene, call that number.
I will.
And listen, if you're attracted to a guy, stay away from him. All right?
Don't you think it's strange, Adam, that construction has become the last sort of stronghold for scoundrels? I mean, you would think building it would require a professional skill and would attract people of certain caliber. You know what I mean?
Absolutely
consistent
not.
work. I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Where is that?
They're all criminals. I'm telling you.
Is it because the contractors restrict the outflow so much that they push down?
Well, let me tell you. All right, let me. I've never really fully examined this, but over the years that I did it, I can tell you what the constants are. Construction is a sort of a last ditch attempt at work for guys who cannot work but in normal conditions.
It's a mainstream issue, though.
But understand that these are guys who cannot put on a tie, who cannot take lip from a boss or superior, who cannot work in an office environment because they'll be thrown out for sexual harassment or getting drunk on the job. They don't have appropriate attire. They cannot play by the rules of society.
Antisocial.
Yeah, it's a combination between being drunk, stupid, and antisocial. And these are guys who did horribly in school. These are guys, the guy you heard about who took a swing at the gym coach.
Yeah.
Well, imagine employing that guy if you're working for Beatrice or Pepsi.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lawsuit waiting to happen. And they're also guys that are undisciplined. And how that translates is there's no 4 years of schooling, because the idea of going somewhere every day, studying at night, and having something consume your life and not getting paid, as a matter of fact, you pay for it, is unthinkable. You get paid when you show up. That's the way these guys look at it. And construction is one of those jobs. There's no interning in construction. You just show up as a laborer and you get $7, $8, $9 an hour, and then you just start working your way up the ladder, pardon the pun. But these guys are guys that have difficulty with drugs, with abuse, with violence. They will not fit into normal parameters. That's why it was 25 pounds. You know what I mean?
The question is, would that make a difference to women?
It sure would make a difference to guys. There'd be a lot more husky guys out there.
But the women, I don't think, would be...
The gyms would close down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think it's kind of fascinating when Caprice was talking about the guy with the big willy, and then you pressed her, what's big? And she's like, had no idea? I thought that was bizarre.
They know it when they see it, though.
I like a dark guy with a very big willy.
It is. Thanks for keeping that one archived for us.
Bring that home, put on a loop. Clint?
What's up?
You're what are you, 19?
Yeah.
You smoke a lot of weed?
Huh?
You smoke a lot of weed?
I used to. I got arrested.
Hey, hold on a sec there, Clint.
Danielle, gotta have people that... How would you describe what we need?
Speak some English?
They can speak. They will speak. We'll share their questions with us.
Here's our criteria. 3 syllables per hour.
Yeah.
They have to crank out 3 to 5 syllables per hour. And you cannot say the S word.
The first 3 syllables.
It shouldn't be your third word into the sentence. Unacceptable. They call a national radio show, and 3 words in your sentence, you shoot the S'er out. The world's dumbest callers.
Is that antisocial?
It's antisocial meets stone meets stupid meets moronic. Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, you're 14, Spunky. What's up?
Yeah. Recently I was having anal sex with my girlfriend.
No, Nick, come on, you were not.
And
Nick.
Now, your voice changes when you have butt love, Nick. That ain't you.
And
who are you kidding?
Nick,
we don't believe you.
Why not?
Because when you have anal sex, your voice changes.
Yeah, my voice changed.
Why?
We don't notice that.
What'd you sound like? One of the Who's from Whoville last
One
night?
of the Chipmunks?
No. I used to sound like, well, kind of girlish, but
right.
It changed.
So your voice dropped after the anal sex?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know he's lying.
Of course.
You idiot. Hold on, Nick. I just want to torture him a little more. Of course. Rocky?
Hey, how's it going, man?
You're 16.
Yep.
Full moon or something tonight?
I don't know.
This is goofballs on parade.
Yeah, man, you guys are on one tonight, huh?
Yeah.
You guys keep it up, and I swear to Christ I'll walk out of here at 11 o'clock.
I'll take your job for you.
I'll put Muzak on here for the last hour.
Yeah.
Probably get better ratings. What's up there, Rocky?
Oh, a couple days ago, my penis turned red and it got really irritated. I don't know why.
Did you wear a condom?
Yeah.
Maybe you have a latex allergy.
I don't know. I haven't had one before.
Interesting.
It's been about a year.
It's been a year
since you've worn a condom?
No.
Using a condom for a year.
I see.
Exactly.
And you never had any problem, and now you do.
Yeah.
All right.
And you had the condom on, and the penis wasn't exposed to anything without the condom.
No.
Interesting. But now, can't irritations or allergies or whatever just come on sometimes?
They sure can.
Actually, I don't have any allergies toward the penis now.
No, but you may now have a latex allergy, so don't be surprised if when you use the condom again, the same thing happens.
Yeah, because, it was a different kind of condom that I was using.
Go back to your old ones. Maybe it's some of the powder they put in there or something, but it's clearly some sort of dermatitis.
But then...
And the skin will really get irritated and it will peel.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did today.
Well, there you go.
Maybe it's growing, like when a snake does that.
It desquimates.
Well, it's at 7.5 right now, and I'm only 16, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I am a big boy.
That's what happened to the rest of my
Yeah,
penis.
and it's not for dinner.
All right, Adam, man. You're doing good.
Yeah.
You got this job to make up for it.
Thank you, buddy. Everyone's getting into the act. All right there, Rocco.
All right, don't worry about it. As long as it's so cool. Now, the shedding is actually where the skin's top layer of skin is actually dead and sheds off, and that's the inflammation stops. So that's the healing.
Michael?
Michael.
Caller goes by the name Michael, who's 16 years old, has a gay brother. Was he 16?
Yeah.
Michael. All right, hold on.
You sleep? Where there?
Can't be sleep. Oh, he's been on hold for 30 minutes? It's enough. Michael?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we just talked to him.
No.
What?
Things over here.
All right. Aaron?
Yes.
You're 22?
Yes.
What's up?
Hi. I was listening last night when you guys had the gynecologist guy on. He was talking about when you get a pap smear, how it's supposed to be just a superficial scrape or whatever. And when I had my last pap smear done, I bled, like, kind of heavily.
That's pretty common.
Is that? I
Yeah.
was wondering if I just got a bad doctor or what.
No, these brushes that they put inside the cervical canal can stimulate your period. And or cause some bleeding.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're a week or two away?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, it makes sense. You're taking a bottle brush, basically, and reaming out the inside.
Yeah, but you give it a little swipe. Why should it start the period?
You're taking it and you're taking a good swiping. I mean, it's...
Well, I'll tell you, that's why one day my grandfather sat me down when I was talking to him about the mysteries of women, and he sang me this song. Who knows what goes on in the old vagina, the old vagina, the old vagina? Who knows what goes on in the old vagina? I sure the hell don't. Who knows what join it in the old vagina? Everyone, old vagina, old vagina. Who knows what goes on in the old vagina?
I was thinking about that song today, strangely.
I swear to God, I was sitting home last night at 1 o'clock trying to watch a little TV with the old vagina song in my head. All right. Let's speak to Angela. Angela?
Yeah?
Who knows what...
What's going on, Angela?
I'm calling because I'm bulimic, and I've heard you talk about bulimia in the past, but I want to know what kind of damage I'm doing to my body.
Well, which system do you want to talk about? Because pretty much every system gets affected.
Well, I'm also being treated for hypothyroidism right now, and I'm taking thyroid medication, and I'm wondering if I'm screwing that up even more.
Or, if you keep it down, you're not. And the thyroid has a long half-life. It stays in your system about a week. So it's once you get the system, the levels built up, you're pretty protected, say, if you throw up one dose of it.
Okay.
I mean, we can talk about mouth pathology, esophagus pathology, heart pathology, lung problems, bone. I mean, you name it. It affects multiple systems.
How long has this been going on?
Well, I was bulimic through primarily laxatives last year, went off of that, and then...
Remember, when you went off that, your legs swelled up, huh?
A little, yeah.
Yeah. Again, that's part of the kidney damage that's going on.
Okay, and then within the past couple of months, I've been kind of more anorexic, not anorexic, but like not eating, and then when I did eat, I'd usually throw it up.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8",
How much you weigh?
like 155.
And, it's not like you've been doing that much throwing up.
Well, bulimic's always underweight.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Bulimics is always overweight?
No, they aren't always underweight.
Oh, no, I'm definitely not underweight. I'm working on trying to lose the weight.
Well, let me ask you, how much you want to lose?
Like 30 pounds.
30 pounds. And, but you've been at this for a while. You haven't lost the 30 pounds.
No, I haven't. It's obvious. I used to be a runner, and I was an athlete my whole life, and then I went to college and played tennis for college tennis, and then after that, I'm in grad school full-time, and I work full-time, and I've got a really crazy life, so I can't do the working out that I want to do, so I've just done the bulimia / not eating thing for a month.
Just for a month. Well, what about the laxative days?
Well, that didn't do anything.
Well, there's...
Hey, that's not the point.
Grad school? Is she in grad school?
That's what she says.
Wow.
The point is,
they have grad school and junior college?
the point is,
That's me, moron. I'm saying, if it ain't working, why are you doing it?
Well, that's why I stopped doing it. But now what I'm doing now is working.
Well, doesn't sound like it's working. How much you lost?
Like 10 pounds.
All right. Listen, go easy on the carbs. Just don't eat so much. You always got time to work out because you can put a robo-sized videotape in and work out. And I just got done beating the crap out of the heavy bag. It takes 20 minutes. I swear to I took a 14-minute nap today when I got home from the man show. I was down in my garage at 5 minutes to 9, and I left the house at like 9:30. You can just squeeze it in. Just
20 minutes of very vigorous exercise.
Look at me, I'm still sweating.
3 or 4 times a week is a ton of exercise.
Yeah.
Time, but enough. But
let's do it, all right?
No, the big risk is you are bulimic, you have an eating disorder, it has to be treated. That's
right.
it. It's not going to stop without some treatment. Check out OA, check out a therapist. I mean, this is something that is dangerous, and you want specific details about every single organ system that fails from this. Just look at the more dramatic stuff. You get softening of the bones, your ovaries can shut off permanently, you can become infertile, you can cardiomyopathy, and your heart turns into sort of a bag that won't beat the blood forward, you go into heart failure, you get rhythm disturbances of the heart, multiple problems.
David?
Adam, hi.
Hey, you're 17, what's up?
Yeah, I play football.
All right.
And when I was in the locker room taking a shower for the last game,
Yeah.
It was a home game,
Yeah.
and we played UCLA.
UCLA?
Yeah,
Where are you calling from?
from Kentucky.
What's UCLA stand for?
I have no idea. It's just a high school football team name.
Oh, I see.
And anyway,
Hey, David,
yeah,
you understand there's a big college that goes by the name UCLA too, right?
yeah. There's a junior football team too.
All right. Well, which one do you figure I'm more likely to know?
Probably the college.
Small private school in Kentucky or the college I live 2 blocks from?
The college.
All right, then. Use your head. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're playing UCLA.
Yeah, and after the game, we all had to go and take a shower.
Your team,
Yes.
but not the visitors.
No.
This is the first time you showered with your teammates?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we were going to have a party at a hotel.
Yeah, why did you wait until the last game of the year to hit the showers with your teammate?
I don't know. I just never felt real comfortable showering with my teammates because my nuts.
No, I never did either.
What?
I got in there once. Ray took a Dove bar and winged it across the thing, hit me right in the nuts. That was it. Son of a bitch. No more. He took a shampoo bottle that busted in on it and tried to ram my other buddy Chris in the ass with it. I swear to God, couldn't do anything around that guy. Seriously, you know what a bar of soap, when a 220-pound guy throws a bar of soap full force, about 20 feet away, put a hole in you.
It probably would.
Yeah, kill a man.
All right. Well, did that happen to David? What's his excuse?
It's like prison is so dangerous. So, what happened, David?
Well, anyways, I looked over, not trying to be gay or anything, and noticed that my fellow teammates' nuts were all smaller than mine.
You're gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I would have a small case of elephantitis.
No.
Yeah, maybe just a touch.
No.
Really? You sure? I think he does.
No, I mean, the only thing a couple of things that I could think of that might cause both sides to get enlarged abnormally would be hernias on both sides or cysts in both sides, but you don't have any symptoms of that. If you need your doctor to check it out just to be sure.
Yeah, it's something that varies quite a bit with fellas.
Absolutely.
And you just got a little blessing. God just spent a little more time on your nuts, David.
Yeah.
Look at it that
be
way.
the size of even oranges can be normal.
So I should be...
Oranges?
2 oranges.
2 oranges?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
How easy that'd be for Ray to hit with a bar of soap.
They're about that size.
It's like the side of a barn to him. All right, they're big. They're both oranges size, huh?
Yeah, so I should be grateful. That
Yes, be grateful. Be great. God has reached down and blessed you. He's touched you in the nuts. What position do you play?
Lineman.
Lineman.
Offense or defense?
Offense.
Uh-huh. You
sweat the detail of which position?
You're in your senior year?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You're not starting, are you?
No.
No, I don't hear a lot of that. All right, David. Good. Are you going off to college?
Yep.
All right, great. Where?
I'm probably going to go to St. Cloud State University in Minnesota.
All right, Dave. You take care of yourself.
Yep.
All right, Dave.
All right. Wow. So, we talk about this all the time. There are 15, 16, 17-year-old guys that call this show. Some sound like they've been driving a truck for 25 years.
Yeah.
And then others sound like newborns.
Yes.
Here's David. He's 17. Huge sack. Plays for the football team. Sounds like he's 11.
Yeah. How did you know it wasn't a starter?
Oh, he doesn't sound like us.
Yeah.
I knew it. There wasn't that. The guy who starts on the football team, on the varsity team,
Killer.
No confidence.
Yeah.
No, it's not like mean or aggressive. There's just a certain air. You know what I'm saying?
The alpha male air.
It is.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's where I got it.
Yeah. Is that what that is?
All Central Valley. That's right. And not that 7.5 man pussy stuff Drew played. I'm talking about real 11-man high school football. That's right. All right, well, take us a little break. When we come back, we'll speak to John. He has genital warts, and they're bleeding. And the lightning round's coming up later, Kitty.
You want to do 2 segments of lightning round tonight?
No, I think I can take it.
I know I can't.
All after this.
You about to get
What?
How long do warts take to manifest themselves?
Months.
Months.
Yeah.
So if you're with a woman and you see something within a month, it ain't a wart.
No, within a month could be. Within a week, it ain't a wart. But warts are skin.
Right.
Just little skin warts, like you'd see a wart on your finger.
I'm hip.
It's a wart.
All right. What's he have to do?
I didn't know what he's talking
He
about.
has to haul his penis into the doctor.
Of course.
He better hope he don't get one of them she-doctors. He's liable to go right down on it.
It's
She sees the penis, she can't resist.
ulcers are either herpes or syphilis or lymphogranuloma venereum or chancroid.
Either way, he's got to go in and have that thing put up on the rack.
Big time.
Jeff?
Yeah.
You're 21.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Good show.
Thank you.
Well, my question, Adam and Drew, is that my past couple girlfriends have been in their 30s. One was 32, one was 30. And I want to know, is there some kind of reason, underlying, like, subconscious thing that makes me go after older women?
Anything else about these women?
Well, they look real young. I mean,
You didn't think they were 30 when you met them?
no, but that didn't necessarily change anything,
I wouldn't read too much into this one.
really.
There's some guys who are, and I hate to clump our listeners in with these guys, but this could just be Jeff. There's some guys who are mature guys. I'll give you an example. You know Charles Coffey?
Yeah.
Friend of Drew and myself?
Yeah.
This kid, he's like, well, I don't know how old he is now. I think he's older than me now somehow. But the point is a friend of me and mine and friend of Drew's, the kid was, he was 19, he was dating 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
But he was more mature than they were.
Yeah.
And once in a while you meet a guy who's 21, and he's very mature, and 19-year-old girls just don't cut it for him.
Yeah.
And Jeff could be that guy. I wouldn't read a ton into it. Now, if you're dating women in their 40s, or you can't get it up when you're with a 20-year-old, then that's something else. Is that what's going on with you, Jeff?
Well, no, the thing is,
Who said that?
I'm definitely attracted to young girls, too. It's just, it worked out this way. I don't know why.
All right. Well,
Because that's what you had available, I think.
yeah.
guess.
Don't read too much into it.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Jeff. You're perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
There's definitely a reason, but no, I don't get into what it is.
There's something,
But it's not important.
but it's neither here nor there.
Right.
I mean, there's some guys that are attracted to redheads.
Yeah.
And there's some guys that are attracted to Asian women.
I wonder if he's going for women that sort of need a little fixing, a little vulnerable,
Jeff?
He's going, maybe they're, sort of out of a relationship or engagement.
There's a few things about older women that are better. A, they got the house their husband left them. That's nice. And wheels. B, they put out. And they're a hell of a lot hornier than young chicks are. I mean, man, the difference between a woman at 30 and a woman at 19, night and day. Let me tell you, I've seen movies. Totally different situation. Puck,
Hey,
you're 15. What's up?
yeah, okay, like today will be me and my girlfriend's third week anniversary, whatever, but the thing about it is we haven't met yet. It was like we got together through like a mutual friend.
Your what week anniversary? Third week anniversary.
Yeah, and we got together through like a mutual friend, and we try and talk like every day, but we haven't had the chance to like actually meet each other yet, though. And I want to know if it's like because we tell each other we love.
Hold on a second. I'm picturing Puck. I'm picturing Puck wearing like no shirt coveralls, but with just one strap. You know, like overalls with one strap, like a kind of a wrestler's.
I'm like a
giant would wear.
One of the like a Mama either the Cosby kids.
You think Cosby? No, I'm thinking like a bucket of crawdads.
Okay.
And
Little Abner.
yeah, and those boots. You know those boots that aren't boots? They're like dress shoes, but they're high tops.
Yeah.
That like moonshiners would wear. They look like just a regular dress shoe, but they go up to here any time, but you don't wear socks.
Right.
I don't know what that is. Kind of that Ma and Pa Kettle kind of thing. All right, let's get back to Puck. Puck?
That's not me at all. How did I know you were going to insult me? No, that's not me.
Where are you calling from?
Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Yeah.
All right. So, listen, how is it that you're celebrating an anniversary with a girl you've never met?
Because, I mean, like, you know, we talk to each other, like I said, like every day, and we tell each other we love each other, like every day, and we know we do. But,
No, you don't.
Why haven't you met each other, though?
well, it's like, okay, she's done some things in the past she's not real proud of, and, like, her dad's real strict because she's Jamaican and all, and so it's like, he keeps a tight leash on her, to say the least, and so it's
It's
like,
great that you have an intense crush. It's great that you have all these cool feelings, but it's all fantasy at this point.
Yeah.
You need to get the relationship together a little bit.
Listen, Drew has been married to his wife for almost 12 years now, and he doesn't even love her. So how can you love
I do.
somebody?
Of course
you
I
just
do.
tell me doing it. Okay. How can you tell me you love someone you've only known for 3 weeks?
No, at 15 you don't know what the hell's going on.
because, I mean, like, it's the person she is, man. That's who I fell in love with.
That's fine, but you have all those great feelings and all, but real, just cool your jets a little
Does
bit.
she go to school?
Yeah, she goes to school.
Do you go to school?
No, of course I go to school.
All right. Do you go to the same school?
No, we go to different schools. That's another reason why we haven't met each other yet.
Right. And why can't you meet each other? I know her dad keeps a pretty tight leash on her,
Yeah.
but you're a dog. You can slip away out of a leash, can't you, Puck? I mean, can't you just go over to her school and meet her coming out of school or something?
I mean, that's possible and all, but I mean, like, we don't know what would happen if she did. I mean, like,
He doesn't want to mess with the fantasy, see?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Puck, how far away does she live from you?
Maybe about a half an hour or so. It's just that, like, you know, I tried to get her to sneak out or whatever, but she's scared he's going to send her back to Jamaica because he said he's going to do it.
Where are you from?
Originally?
Yeah.
D.C.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, like, I don't want to lose her because, I mean,
What part of Cameroon is D.C. and what the hell?
So, I mean, I don't want to do anything that's going to mess it up where he...
All right, Puck, it's fine. Just realize that what you're calling love is an infatuation, and that's fine. But go move this relationship along in some safe way. That's all.
We celebrated our 3-week anniversary.
That's cute. Come on. Come on. There's thousands of women.
You're right.
He's so cute.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Listen, but it's a
Of course,
blessing.
they don't know what he's doing while they're talking on the phone.
You guys, no one should ever meet their match.
But this is like internet dating that doesn't move along.
Right.
It just becomes fantasy.
I miss those days. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. I got to talk to Drew about some personal stuff, and we'll come back right after this.
What's the same? This is 20 years of people building these ridiculous cases that all humans are the same.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's no male cheese.
No,
There's nothing even close to that equivalent structure.
I concur with Drew wholeheartedly. Men are definitely better. We're not the same as women. We're far superior. Men do not have this, but here's the good news, lads. We don't need one. We got the Johnson, and that's enough. Yeah, every single weekend, even some weekdays, but every weekend since I was 15, I fantasized about getting a BJ. You know what I'm saying? I thought, maybe this Friday night will be the night. Maybe this will be the night. Every weekend for, well, it's been 20 years now. And tomorrow's Friday. It'll go through my mind again at some point tomorrow. Maybe I'll get myself a BJ this weekend.
Go right back down to the bunker.
And have at it.
Yeah.
But the point is this. I don't get past that. I don't need more. That's it. I don't think, when is someone going to get their fist far enough up my anus that they can find my G-spot? I just want another BJ.
Do you want a blowjob or do you want a girlfriend?
That's your friend.
Who is that?
Caprice.
That's Caprice? Wow. Put that on cassette too. I may have myself in a car on the way home. Wow. Hey, you know what I'm saying, Drew?
Yeah. Oh, it's just pizza.
Yeah. I look forward to a nice pizza once a week too. Don't want anything different on it. I like what I like. That's how guys are. That's how you should think, guys. Nancy, you should all think like me. You're 21.
Yeah.
What's up?
I have this like lump in my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can feel it to the outside.
What do you mean lump?
It's like on my upper stomach, or abdominal area. It's like
Is it just at the tip of your sternum?
Sure, no,
You know what a sternum is?
it's hard to explain. It's like underneath my breast,
Yeah.
but it's actually I felt 2 of them yesterday, and then today I felt 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When I press on my stomach,
Are there like lumps in the skin?
it's inside. Yeah,
Not in the skin.
not on the skin. No.
But is it in a soft tissue or inside the
Hey,
abdomen?
Nancy, a quick question. You pre-med?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm shocked.
Is it, so it's underneath the skin?
Yeah.
Okay, like if the skin was a sheet, this would be on the mattress, and then the sheet would be pulled over whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nancy, you're not describing them well enough for me to understand what's going on. So.
It's like if I press on my stomach,
Where?
I can feel.
Where?
It's on the right-hand side,
Where?
Under her breast.
under my breast.
And against the chest wall? Beneath the ribs? Just at the ribs?
Like it's
You sure you're not just pushing on ribs?
not. No, it's not near my ribs.
It's under your breast.
It's it's under my breast, like about 5 inches below my breast.
Well, that ain't, I wouldn't say that's under my breast. I mean, your feet are under your breast, too, but I wouldn't, if I had a corn on my big toe, I wouldn't say it was under my breast.
5 inches down is about where your belly button is.
Okay, well less than that. About 2 inches.
See, I've told you 1,000 times, chicks have no aspect ratio. Is that the right term? They have no sense of distance or space. That's why they can't park, by the way. That's why chicks can't parallel park. They look in the rearview mirror, they see the car that's behind them in front of them. I swear to Christ, that's why you cannot park with a woman. She doesn't know where she is. It could be a car a quarter mile back. She thinks she's going to hit it. Or there could be a car right on her. She doesn't know where it is.
Doesn't see it.
They can't figure space out, women.
Oh, interesting.
You hold your fingers this far apart and you go, how far is this? 100 feet. They have no idea things.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to feel where her lump is on me.
All right. So
I have a few of them. It's not only one. It's
if you dropped a line from your shoulder down, is that the line it would be in, or is it more towards the middle?
more towards the middle.
Is it all the way to the middle?
Not all the way. Not completely in the middle, but it's like...
Okay. All right, go to the doctor.
Yeah. It would,
I did already, and they said it might be some gallstones, but it's...
Gallstones?
Yeah, that's why I was...
You can't feel gallstones.
Huh?
You can't feel gallstones.
Okay,
You saw a doctor that said that you're feeling gallstones?
Yeah, that's what he said. He pressed on his stomach, and it's sore.
All right, well,
Like
soreness
exactly where it's at.
soreness up there can be gallstones, but you're not, I don't know.
He pressed at her stomach, though. She's talking about... You know,
Well, he's also the
under,
red of a quadrant, yeah.
under my breast. All right. All right, I don't care. She went to the doctor.
Yeah.
Just listen to him. Michael?
Hello?
Hey, you're 15. What's over there?
Hey, man, what's up? It's cool to talk to you guys. Drew, you're a genius, and Adam, you're funny as hell.
Thanks.
Michael.
Alright, my problem is,
But for Adam, the balloon over his head that means genius. Right?
And people call me a-hole. The balloon says genius. Okay? Go ahead.
excuse me. My problem is, whenever I have trouble making dates with girls, right?
Yeah.
And and on the rare occasion that I do, I get too freaked out, you know, and like on the day or the day before, I call it and blow it off and I make some excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm too freaked out and I don't know why.
Uh-huh. Drew's your mic work, by the way?
No, not now.
Well, see? You shouldn't have touched anything. Leica spilled some maple syrup on the board, I think, and is this thing pressed down? Oh, it's not popping up.
It's not coming up.
All right. Well, that's all right. We'll go to commercial in about 10 minutes and fix it. It's all gooey down here. Someone must have spilled the soda. Hold on a second. Drew, use your keys and pull that thing back up there. I think I can get it if I do this.
Forget it.
Okay. Oh.
You know,
He yanked the whole thing out of the socket now.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. I'm like MacGyver, the radio station.
All right.
Yeah, Dr. Bruce spilt one of his coffees over there that was so laden with sugar, it seized the whole button assembly up. Asshole. So, Michael, what's up with you?
He can't ask girls out. He freezes up.
Yeah. All right. You're 15 and you're goofball.
The fact that you're even asking girls means you're way ahead of the curve.
Yeah, that's not bad. How many girls have you asked out?
Quite enough.
Quite enough. All right. Drew, don't monkey.
There we go.
Don't monkey. It worked. Don't monkey. All right. Wait. Michael?
Yeah.
It'll get better.
Just keep practicing.
All right, thanks, guys.
Really, you're fine. 15, you're way ahead. Adam, could you ask a girl out at 15? You would ask a girl, can you detail her van or something, right?
Her dad's van.
Yeah.
Forget about her. I was off to her parents. I was mowing the lawn, and I was such a mess. Jesus. You know, I had 2 TV shows and a radio show. I'm still broken. I barely have any confidence. That's pathetic. I think when I get that 3rd TV show, it's really gonna put me over the top, though. All right, Michael, you're fine. You're 15. You're a little squirrely. That's all right. That's how you're supposed to be.
All right, awesome. Oh, by the way, Adam, I love the Man Show.
Thank you.
It's funny. I spoke at California Pomona today, and those girls comes up and says, "Oh, the Man Show, it's just the greatest." She was telling her friends, "Oh, I love it. It's wonderful." Oh, it just terribly objectifies and misogynistic women. But I love it. It's just wonderful. And so she goes, "Oh, I got to go now. I'm going to my feminism class."
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I'm glad you reminded me, by the way, because, you know, we're taping this Saturday.
She's going to be at the taping, interestingly.
She is. You know, we're also having trampoline tryouts coming soon to a town near you. I don't know. Did you give me this wallet?
I gave somebody a wallet this year.
It's a nice wallet.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know because you have your maid buy all your Christmas gifts. Gucci?
Oh, no.
Oh, really?
That must come from your producers.
Who gave me that?
Oh.
Smell it. Smells nice. It's a nice combo between cowhide and Adam ass. Yeah.
I just saw a whiff of that.
Very nice. Let me give you this phone number, kiddies. This is if you want to come out and see the Man Show tape
Now,
this
one
Saturday.
thing this girl told me, interestingly, is that you restrict access to a certain number of women.
In the audience?
Yes.
We like more guys.
Yeah.
That's right, because Jimmy's gay.
Oh.
Here's the phone number, 213-833-6467.
Just to be in the audience at the Man Show.
213-833-6467. You call that. You come in Saturday. It's a party. We got 2 new juggies, twin juggies. We got a hot tub installed in the audience, and beer will be flowing. So we're going to have ourselves a good old time. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Vanessa. She wants to know if the birth control pill can make her unable to have orgasm. We'll tell her about that after this. I'm Adam, he's Drew. Got the lightning round coming up in about 45 minutes. Ace Rockola will be coming out of his coffin in about 45 minutes. We're going to take ourselves a quick 10-second timeout. We'll be back with more of the program in just 10 seconds. Loveline Medical over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Let's hop back on the phones and speak to Vanessa, who's 18 years old. Vanessa?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Thanks for taking my call.
Our pleasure.
Well, I've been with my boyfriend for about a year and 2 months now, and we've been sexually active for maybe 8 months. And this is my first sexual experience, but I haven't had an orgasm yet. And I'm on the birth control pill, so I'm wondering if that might have something to do with the fact that, you know, I seem not to get aroused that easily. Like, I don't get that excited. And even though, you know, I'm in love with him and when we're kissing, yeah, I'm in the mood, but then just kind of goes away, and I don't know.
Part of that's just being an 18-year-old girl.
And being with an 18-year-old guy.
Right?
Is the guy 18?
No, actually, he's turning 20.
Turning 20.
Yeah.
But there's also a reason. I mean, how long have you been on the pill?
Maybe for about 6 months.
So nothing was happening before either, though.
Well, you're a virgin. You were a virgin before you met this guy, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't exactly have a burning libido before you met him.
No.
So maybe it isn't the pill. Maybe the pill didn't change things as much as you say it does.
It can, but Vanessa, it's real common for 18-year-olds not to really understand, women particularly, how to understand how they function.
A lot of 18-year-old women don't like sex. They like guys liking them.
They like intimacy.
And they like intimacy. They like the part about getting rubbed on. They just don't like the actual sex part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean there?
And then the guys...
You have any problems? Anyone spank you or molest you or something?
Oh, no.
No. And why'd you save your virginity to the ripe old age of 18? Which is an old maid by Loveline standards.
Because I was, I don't know, I think I was very worried about getting pregnant. And I was doing...
That's why you had sex for 2 months before getting on the pill? And then what about him? Why this guy?
Why him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think she's involved as she thinks she is.
How much are you into this guy?
Very much into him.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Your heart says yes, but your vagina says no.
Really?
That's an equating right there. Should we pay for that? Go ahead.
$1,500? What do I get?
Buy your bed.
You know what your vagina sounds like when he says no? Sounds like Senior Wench says, no!
It's all right.
It's not all right. It's all right? No, it's not all right.
Well, but doesn't, I don't know, I guess.
All right. Well, Vanessa, really, you're really, truly in love with him? Does he turn you on?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
It just seems like, you know, I guess he comes fast, and it's just like... and
Here we go.
He doesn't keep going. I guess I need more time.
How long does he take?
About 10, 15 minutes.
You need a little more time. Does he perform oral sex on you?
Not as much.
Not as much?
Yeah.
Not as much
as you like.
Right.
No, because we've talked about, like, you know, maybe you should do that before actually penetrating me because it makes me want to have sex more.
Yeah.
Or just like, you know.
Well, let's just say, he'll bring it up at the next meeting. But don't expect anything.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Vanessa.
Yeah.
You ain't getting what you want.
Yeah. That's the problem here.
This guy, I mean, you've told him in no uncertain terms, hey, you know, you want to get a little more out of me, put a little more in, and he ain't exactly doing that.
So it's back to what I said. It's about being with a young guy or this guy.
Right.
And I don't think she's as into him as she thinks she is.
Yeah, I agree with Drew. You need a guy in his 50s who really knows how to satisfy a woman. All right, tell him what you want and cut him off if he doesn't do it. Summer?
Yep.
You're 20.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
I have 2 questions, actually.
Mm-hmm.
In November, I was told that I had the bacteria for genital warts.
The virus.
I didn't actually have the wart.
Yeah.
And my first question is, how long can you have the bacteria before actually having the wart?
Long time.
Long time?
Maybe never have the wart.
Oh. Okay, well, I just had the bacteria surgically removed, and I was...
You can't remove the virus.
It's a virus.
Oh.
What's the difference between a virus and a bacteria?
Totally different.
What is the difference?
A bacteria is a complex organism, single cell with mitochondria, intracytoplasmic structures that divide and replicates itself. A virus is just a bunch of DNA wrapped up by protein, and it hijacks cells, hijacks animal cells, human cells, in order to replicate itself. And so it replicates inside of the cells and then releases out of your own cells in the system to infect more cells and replicate.
Bastard virus.
The bacteria release toxins that dissolve tissue and cause reactions and stuff.
All right.
What's that?
So I'm going to have this forever?
Not necessarily.
Who said they cut it out?
I just went to the hospital and they did loop electrolysis.
Yeah, that's because you had an abnormal pap.
Yeah.
And because you had some cells that would become cancer if they didn't take them out. That's not the wart. That's cancer.
Who knows less about their own vaginas, their own vaginas, their own vaginas? Who knows less about their own vaginas? Our callers do or don't? Do. Yes.
Yep. And the wart itself, the virus may persist forever, and the ones that persist for a long period of time tends to be the viruses that are associated with cancer. Some of them will be gone in 3 to 5 years, and in the meantime, even when you have the warts removed, they will tend to come back, but if you don't remove them, they will proliferate and be at higher risk for causing problems.
Mary?
Huh?
Mary?
Hi.
What's up?
I'm having trouble with my boyfriend. He's a little bit overzealous in bed.
What does that mean?
Well, I'll tell him what I want, and he'll start doing it, but then when I start getting excited, he just gets way overexcited and just overdoes it.
And
So I never actually achieve orgasm.
give me the definition of overdoing it.
Right, I understand that.
Well, okay, for example, like during oral sex. He'll start really nice, and it will be going really well.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I start getting excited and really getting into it, he just thinks that's the greatest thing, and he's all over it. And then it just kind of stops.
What do you mean it's all over
Yeah, we
it?
understand.
And then it stops. What does that mean?
Well, he like goes crazy. Like I'll start getting excited and start, making some noises or whatever, and he'll just go. He thinks that's the greatest thing, and he'll just start going faster and faster when that's not probably what he should do. And when I say something, he's like, oh, okay, but then he keeps doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little.
Yeah.
I mean,
I stick
at
with.
one extent, but then he gets too excited, and then he.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got to guide him. Guide him.
Well, I do that, but then when I'm, really excited, I don't really talk that much.
Tough love.
Yeah. You got to grab his ears and guide him a little bit.
Cut him off.
Well, don't cut him off. He's trying.
Yeah, he's really trying. He's like
Well, what about what other aspects of the sexual encounter does Alice?
Well, during sex, he's just, like intercourse. He's pretty quick, so it's kind of, I depend on the oral sex for the orgasm kind of deal.
I see.
He just gets a little bit too excited. I know that he hasn't had a lot of sex in his life, and he's a little bit unexperienced.
Seems sad somehow.
It really is. Well, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I could do to just kind of slow him?
Listen, tell him. Listen, tell him before you get intimate. I love. You'll get further with flattery.
Okay.
I love it when you go down on me.
Right.
I love it.
Okay.
And the part I love the most is that soft, slow, rhythmic stuff.
Okay.
And even though I get excited and I speed up and I start moving my ass a little bit, still stick with what got me there.
Okay.
See, that's my strategy in the sack. I stick with what got me there. If the chick's getting excited with the technique, I stay with that technique.
You groove in.
I don't start speeding up because she starts speeding up or freaking out. I go with what I know. That's my move.
Chimpanzee.
That's what it sounds like when I perform on a woman.
No doubt.
I breathe out of my ass. I can do that.
You finally mastered that.
No, the thing that's tough about oral sex, and thank God I have a note from my doctor.
You deviated septum.
I can only perform for 30 seconds at a time.
You deviated septum.
I can't breathe through my nose. So I'm really pleasuring the woman. And about every 45 seconds, see my head pop up. Right back down, like I'm playing, Marco Polo in the pool or something. Yeah, I'm just down there, I'm going to town, and back down again. Jesus Christ, I almost hyperventilated there, Drew. Sarah?
Hello?
You 13?
Yeah.
What's up?
I keep having recurring dreams and flashbacks that I'm being molested by my uncle.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wondering if that could mean that I was molested.
Were you?
Not that I know of.
All right.
This was when I was really little.
Why this uncle? Did you spend a lot of time with him?
Well, he abused my little cousin,
Yep.
who was his son.
Yep.
Okay, well.
What did he do to him?
He beat him and hit him, and he had bruises all over him.
Is this guy in construction?
Huh?
What guy? What's this guy do for a living?
He was in a brewery.
He lives in a brewery?
He works in
a brewery.
Where they make beer.
Well, I'm gonna write that down. Brewery is where
they make beer, yeah.
Okay. And yeah. I could see that. He probably brings his work home with him, too, right? Does a little drinking?
Well, I was really little,
Right.
and him and my aunt got a divorce.
Great.
So I don't really have much contact with him now.
Okay.
There certainly is a realistic possibility that this happened.
And you did spend a decent amount of time with him?
Yeah.
Did you tell your parents that you have these feelings?
No, I'm afraid to.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if they'll believe me.
Well, but that's the only way you're going to be able to get help. Or can you tell somebody at school, maybe?
I've been mentioning it to one of my friends who was molested by someone, and she's trying to help me get help.
Okay. That's the important thing, is that you get help. Don't worry so much about convincing people or pissing people off or who needs to know. Just worry about getting yourself to some help.
My nephews came over on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I have 2 little nephews. They're like 2.5 and like 1.
Mm-hmm. Your house is not kid safe, by the way.
No, but I was right. I keep them rounded up. I keep them on the lawn with one of those stakes I put in the lawn. I just give them about 20 feet of rope and let them run around the yard.
It's probably the safest thing at your house.
Yeah, I got like pornography and knives.
And stairs, they're like the pyramids.
Pyramid-type stairs, pornography, and knives. Yeah. But, these kids are so precious. They're running all over the place. The thought of, coming at them in a sexual way is so bizarre that I would just, I would never, ever even think of it. I mean, it wouldn't even, cross my mind. There's just not enough booze and roofies and quaaludes and pornography in the world to get me to that place. Yeah. And someone who does think it's a good idea, I gotta believe, has something so wrong with them and so unfixable that's why I have no problem with them being put in the ground. I just don't, because there's certain crime I understand. I mean, I understand is as bad as this sounds, some frat boy with a boner who's liquored up who sees some chick passed out and jumps on top of her. I understand it. I don't condone it, but I know where he's coming from. I know where a guy gets drunk and beats the crap out of a guy at the pool cue is coming from, and I know where a guy who robs the liquor store is coming from. But coming at your nephew, your niece, you know what I mean? That's outer space. Yeah. I mean, that guy can be put down. Yeah. Because how do you tell a guy that's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Crazy. These kids, by the way, oh, my God. Look at me.
Hey, I had 3 of them.
No, here's what I'm saying. I'm the rich uncle with the garage full of tools.
Oh, man.
The closet full of porn. You know what I'm saying? I'll be getting these kids into a Playboy mansion. They're 2 boys. Oh. You realize that?
Oh, your sister's not going to let them around you.
Oh, I swear, I want to kill my family almost every day because they've done nothing for me.
Yep.
And everyone's a loser, and nobody has a job, and no one has a car, no one has anything, no one has like a tool. You know, I always complain that I wanted that uncle with just a used car lot that I could get a deal from, or some uncle that had a couple of dirt bikes or something to go out riding on the weekends. I'm going to be the uncle. I'm going to be the uncle with the model airplanes. You know what I'm saying?
And the connection to the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, these kids. I swear to Christ, if they don't go gay, they're in for the greatest time of their lives. Uncle Adam? Oh, my God. I'd like to kill myself and come back as these 2 kids so I could have me. Airplanes, cars, tools, pornography, and connections. Oh. And these kids could be slackers. I'll get them jobs in the business. Are you kidding? By the time these kids hit 15, if rehab goes okay, I'll own Hollywood. You'll be on my payroll, Drew.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That'll be nice.
Chris?
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yeah. You got to kind of get ready for this one.
All right, I'm ready.
I have a long-term girlfriend that's obsessed with me, and I don't know how to let her down.
So you're done with her.
Oh, boy.
How long has she been your girlfriend?
A year.
Hold on, let me scrape myself up off the floor.
How long have you been? Whew. Yeah, that was hard to listen to. Wow.
Whew. Took something out of me.
I don't really take it seriously. Like, she's obsessed with me, and,
How old is she?
Go for other girls and stuff.
How old is she?
She's 2 years younger than me. She's 14.
Oh, what the hell are you screwing up? Since she was 13.
I'm being unfair, you know.
Well, you've been a jerk from the beginning, Chris. It's nothing new.
Why is it a long-distance relationship?
She lives in Seattle.
And how long is it?
So you guys, and you live where?
Newport.
I see. Okay, California. So, and those aren't the same city? Seattle, Newport?
No.
So it's a long distance one?
Yeah, it's like opposite.
Okay, because you guys live far apart. Okay.
Yeah.
And here's what I'm asking there, Chris. How did you meet the 13-year-old at the time?
How did it end up being long distance?
Yeah, I was at, we met at a hotel. I was staying there, and she was staying there, and we met, we talked, and...
Where was the hotel? Some neutral site? San Diego.
San Diego.
I see. Okay. So you guys probably haven't seen too much of each other.
No, but we talked quite a bit, and I mean...
You slept with her?
Did you sleep with her?
No.
No. You never slept with her?
No, she wants to, I mean...
Oh, don't, Chris, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
break up.
Yeah.
You'll be doing her a favor, too, because she's 14 years old. She's living in Seattle. She's got a date. She's got she shouldn't even date yet. But
well, she's got to get on with her life. You got to make it swift and clean, and it's painful, and you feel like a jerk, but you're being a jerk if you don't let her deal with reality. Know the truth.
Boy, that was a poorly formed sentence there, Drew.
Yes, it was indeed. In fact, what went through my head was, what flashed in my mind was that guy going, "Oh, sit back. This is quite a story."
I got a 14-year-old chick I've never had sex with who lives a couple thousand miles away. Well, maybe about 1,000. John?
Yes.
Yeah, that's as mild as stories we've heard. What's up there?
And well articulated in 3 sentences. I thought at least it was going to drag on for 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I was going to start off with, after my dad got back from Vietnam in 73, right. Mother and him relocated.
I was the product of a normal, spontaneous fashion of delivering.
John, you're 21. What's going on?
Man, not bad. How you doing, mayonnaise?
Good.
I want to hear some freestyle by the end of the night.
That's my main mayonnaise.
Yeah, I've gotten a country western now. I don't do freestyle anymore. Who knows what goes on in the old vagina, the old vagina, the old vagina. I know what goes on in the old vagina. That's why I host the show.
That's pretty good, man.
Thank you.
I have a couple questions here. First one's about anxiety. Over the period of about the last month, I have started receiving anxiety attacks, and they just kind of came out of the blue. I'm wondering if my prior history with drug abuse has anything to do with that.
What drugs?
All sorts of ecstasy, acid, speed.
Yes, definitely.
There you go.
Definitely. That's a recipe for that.
Yep. Okay, so that's pretty common. Also, I saw the doctor on Monday, and he issued me Paxil.
Yep.
And ever since I've started taking it, I've been having sharp stomach pains.
Well,
is that a common side effect?
No, it's not a common side effect, but I could see where it might cause some abdominal pain. You got to talk to your doctor about it. Paxil is a good medication for panic. Has it helped to control the panic?
Yeah, so far, I feel calmer.
Good, especially if it's induced from the injury related to those drugs, because it does tend to be associated with mood disturbances.
All right. We'll take ourselves a little time out. Call them in the radio world. When we come back, we'll speak to Brian. Brian took girlfriend on a road trip with his buddies, and she had sex with 2 of the friends. Sounds like a good time. We'll speak to Brian and figure out what went on with that after this. Coming up there, kiddies.
After the next break, right?
Yeah.
Can you go home during that?
No. You will not be able to go home, but I will go to town. You know what I'm saying? Brian?
Yeah.
You're 20 years old.
That I am.
What's up there, Toots?
Not much. You guys are great. Just want to let you know that.
There you
Yeah, kind of like a little story and a question. I went on a cross-country road trip with my best friend at the time, and a girl who kind of had a lot of sexual attention with before we left, and we ended up sleeping together before we left. And the relationship progressed for a little bit, and at one point, we never actually said we were boyfriend or girlfriend, but at one point a redneck asked us if she was my old lady, and I said yeah, so she seemed to enjoy that. And we decided to call it quits because it was bad for the group as a trip. And then she ended up sleeping with my best friend, and then we picked up another guy along the way who was a friend of my best friend, and she ended up sleeping with him, too. And then, the whole trip went...
All right, Brian, let me dissect this road trip for just 1 second.
Okay.
you were friends before you went on the road trip, but you never had sex before, you and this girl.
No, we did actually the night before.
Oh, the night before, right.
Yeah.
But up until then, you'd just been friends.
I wouldn't say friends, you know.
You kind of knew each other.
We'd messed around a bit. But
You messed around. And you knew her for some time?
yeah, for a long time.
A long time. A few years?
4 or so.
4 or so, all right. And how long did this road trip go on?
It was a 2-month road trip.
Jesus Christ, where do you get all this money?
It was via bicycle, so we rode our bikes across
Oh,
it.
man.
It was
Man, her crotch must have smelled to high heaven.
actually, we had to stop at the hospital at one point because it was too painful for her, but
Yeah.
that's beside the point.
What?
That has nothing to do with the question.
What's she have wrong with her?
I don't know, they made her put Vaseline down there.
How far did you guys ride on this road trip?
From Michigan to Colorado. And in Colorado, it went kind of sour, so.
In Colorado, it went sour?
It went sour in Colorado Springs, yep.
Because of the whole problem with this girl?
Well, my best friend didn't know that she was sleeping with the other guy he had brought along. And at that point, like, as soon as I realized what was going on, I was like, you know, I'm not even going to get into this again.
You were out.
And, yeah, you know, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Sounded like she was kind of into you, and maybe you weren't as into her, and she was kind of determined to rub it in your face a little bit.
I don't know if that was the case, really.
Okay.
But I'm just curious. Like,
I didn't really think that was the case either. About halfway into that suggestion, I thought, geez, this sucks. And I thought, well, just write it out.
What were you thinking? What was that? Brian?
Yeah,
What was your question?
My question is basically, like, psychologically speaking, what would make a person do this? If they wanted to continue to go on this road trip, why would they purposely do this?
A lot of reasons. Is she a pretty chaotic person in general?
Not really. Not really.
But also, listen, too, when you guys are bivouacking every night, and you know my theories on camping,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if I brought my grandmother camping, I'd nail her in the second night I was out there. I really would. You have to.
Yeah.
It's the your penis gets the pioneer spirit. And if you're there's no way one girl's gonna go camping with 3 guys for a month and a half, 2 months, and not get it on with a couple of them.
You know, but
And by the way, where the hell are her parents?
her parents didn't really want her to go, but she went anyway.
Are you kidding me? I'll tell you, if my daughter, wait a minute, how old is she?
She was 19.
Oh.
If my 19-year-old daughter says, listen, and I'm going to ride my moped to Colorado from Michigan with 2 strange guys and a third one I'm going to pick up along the way, unacceptable. I would hire a hitman to put a bullet in her kneecap, and I would sleep like a baby at night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, before
I would rationalize that if this guy if she didn't die of syphilis, an 18-wheeler would run her over.
Yeah.
I'd put a goddamn bullet right in her kneecap, and I'd go to bed with a smile on my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drew, you do the same, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
I'm pedaling across country with a couple of rapists.
But that sort of says something about maybe what's up with her.
Yeah, all right. All right, listen, Brian.
Yeah.
Don't try to figure it out.
Okay.
How many miles did you cover?
About 4,000.
4,000. 4,000.
More like 3,500, but I'll tack another 500.
Where'd you go down to Louisiana before you went over to Colorado?
We went down to Missouri.
Missouri.
Down to St. Louis.
Michigan's.
Still, well, then you had to pedal back, right?
Oh, no. I just said, see ya. I'm like, Colorado, I'm taking off.
What'd you do?
They eventually went back home, but
How'd you get back?
I went to Oregon.
By how?
Via bus.
Oh, okay.
I hightailed it out of there.
All right.
Enough of this.
Good man. All right. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea, but yeah, come on, riding your bike.
You did it for 2 months.
I know. It's crazy.
Ryan sounds very healthy.
Imagine that smelly sex, though. You know, you're in the saddle for 125 miles that day, and then you're pitching a hefty bag over a mattress, inflatable mattress that night. Oh, that's got to be smelly love right there. Scott?
Hello?
Scott, you're 18.
Hi, I just wanted to say, Dr. Drew, Adam, I love you guys. I listen to you every night, and this is actually my first time calling. I had a question. I've been dating this girl, or was dating this girl, for about 2 years, and just recently she started hanging out with another guy and eventually kind of told me basically that she wasn't ready for a very, very, very serious relationship with me, and needed, because she hadn't been in a lot of relationships before that, she wanted to kind of fool around with other relationships in order to get a feel of them, to make sure that the one she had with me wasn't and
that's good.
It was basically a cop-out to the relationship.
No, you're not being fair. You're not being fair. Listen, it's no different with cars. You want to go out and test drive a few other cars because it's a very important decision. You don't want to drop that kind of money out without going to a few other dealerships.
That's what her guys think. But be as it may, this thing is over, Scott. Over.
Okay.
And you have to deal with that.
Okay.
And every 18-year-old with a heavy relationship, I went through this at 18. Wait. And I fought so damn hard.
Hanging up on it.
Talk to him.
I
fought so damn hard. I ended up sustaining that relationship for like 3 more years, but it should never, ever have gone on, even in 2 years.
Okay. Thanks, guys. I gotta say, I love you, Adam, on the Man Show and on MTV's Little Love.
Aren't you glad?
Thank you, Scott. God bless you.
If we put him on hold, you would have missed all that.
Yeah, sure.
You guys have a good night.
All right there, Scotty. What do you do?
You'll be much better accepting this and moving on. Take about 6 months to get over it.
Well, here's the problem. Your world expands a few miles each year. I mean, think about your universe. When you're a year old, your universe, your mom's boob, right, in your playpen, and then it sort of turns into your house. You start walking around, then it gets into your yard, then it gets down the street to the school. Then it starts spreading out. For me, it got from like North Hollywood into Van Nuys at a certain point.
That was a bad phase, though.
Yeah, I was still in my late 20s before I even got out of that. But the point is your universe starts expanding. Junior high, high school, you meet somebody, and the real feeling is, it always was for me, is I'll never meet this person again. This person. I'll never meet her again, and if we break up, or after she dumps me, I'll go insane because
it's over.
It's over between me and her, and this was the person.
Yeah.
As you get a little bit older, you start expanding a little bit. Universe gets a little bigger, and at a certain point, you sort of realize, hey, if not her, someone else. Maybe a bunch of other people, whatever. They'll come along. You don't know or think they'll come along, and that's really what it is. You don't think this person's going to come along again.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you do get really attached to the person, and you do all that same connection. But Drew, when you were clinging, and Drew used to cling not only with his hands, but his feet and teeth.
Oh, yeah.
And his eyes. You actually get a little grab.
No,
if you close your eye hard enough on something.
At one point, I actually had suction cups in my hand.
Drew was like a gecko lizard.
Yes.
He used his tongue to hang on, too. If someone had told you, hey, you see that really beautiful chick who sits across you in study hall or lives down the street or goes to the same gym or whatever? See that one? She's 19. She's single. She's disease-free. She's going over to UCLA. She digs you, too. You could make a transition. You really could. You know, there's no woman I've ever been with that if you would have given me a much better one, that I couldn't have went, all right. I mean, I'll have some feelings about it, but I'll make it.
But it's interesting you bring up the...
But you think you're not getting the next one,
no,
and you grab on even tighter.
But it's interesting you bring up the mom's boob thing, because that really is what that girlfriend becomes you're clinging to. It's the boob you'll never have again. You're suckling from the of somebody that is not who you think they are, really. You just inflate it and idealize it.
Right.
It's the end all, and I'm not sure even some clingy guys would even take another woman. They'd consider it.
No, I know that I was as clingy as clingy could get.
Yeah.
And I was like Velcro on my first girlfriend after she dumped me.
Yeah.
I was going insane, was doing anything to get her back.
Yeah.
But if there was another girl who was good looking and had her ass together and blah blah blah,
it would have taken
and
out.
she came strolling into my life. Or if you really want to go to an extreme, pick some model or some actress or something. If she would have come pulling up in her red convertible, I would have hopped right in, and that would have been it.
Although the real irony here,
no way was it ever going to happen.
Well, especially when you're in that condition.
I got dumped by I got dumped by chicks that were so ugly I shouldn't even been talking to them. I mean, at my lowest of all points, I remember I was with the Wheeze. and the Weeze's parents were out of town, and they had a pretty nice dig up in the hills of Studio City, you know, jacuzzi and this and that, and we were at some asshole bar out in like the valley or something, and I said, listen, Weeze, I'm hurting bad now. I'm like rebounding. It's been a few months. I've been getting the ass kicked out of me. There's a couple of chicks over there. Now I know they're no prize. God knows they're no prize, but I need a confidence builder. I mean, I'm low, and I say we just go round them up, go back to your folks' place, have a few boozes, and you know, let the chips fall where they may. Because I'm feeling low. I need some confidence at this point. I walked right up to these women. I'd give them a 4 on their best day. I mean, after a makeover, I'd give them a 4, and that's on a 1 to 20 scale. That's not 1 to 10, by the way. I said, "All right, ladies, mind if I sit down?" They looked up. I said, "What for?" I can't answer that right now. Let me go back and talk to my friend. I went back to Weeze and said, "That's it? Okay, now that's it." Chick I could have picked up no problem. No problem with it. I mean, you know, I wasn't Don Juan, but these chicks were just scuzzballs from the valley who I normally no problem. But because I was dragging, because I was low, because the self-esteem was in the condition it was in. Nope. Kick him one more time. Danielle?
Hello?
You're 18.
Yes, I'm 18. I just turned 18 about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, what's up?
I went up boarding last weekend, and I had a jump, and I landed wrong, like twisted my kneecap, and we had a whole weekend up at the cabin.
Who were you blowing?
Actually, I was blowing nobody. I was kissing on my girlfriend up there, and I was with a guy that actually I like. And I started stalking him for a couple weeks. I met this guy on the freeway.
Jeez, I was just kidding when she said blew the whole weekend.
I met the guy on the freeway.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
I was like driving down the freeway.
And he was selling oranges?
Yeah, I was selling oranges. I was peeling. Well, anyways, I'm driving down the freeway, and he like sticks his head out the window, and he's like, hey, and we like meet up, and we go out to a bar that night. He gets me into this bar, you know, I'm not even old enough, and talked with the doorman, and we have a great time, and we meet up a couple times after that. And I get to understand like his family life and like how lost he is, and how I find myself being a caretaker to him.
Daniel, what's the question tonight?
Well, the question is that I started like puking up blood, right? I go partying, like, you know, I don't know, every other day, and I drank some vodka the other night, and like a half gallon between like 3 people, and
Oh my God!
And I had some Vicodin, and I was sitting in this hot tub, and oh man, I ended up getting really horny with my girlfriend, and then I find myself in bed with this guy, and then the next day, me and my girlfriend are just at each other's throats, and it's a really weird situation because my cousin that lives with me lost his virginity to her, like, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago, and since then she's been with like 2 other guys, and I'm like feeling really sick, like my stomach's hurting me really bad, and I'm puking up blood. Well, I'm on this Vicodin, I'm not sure if it's from that.
No, it's not from the Vicodin. Vomiting blood is a medical emergency. You should go to the hospital immediately. Because you can bleed to death in a few minutes if it really gets wrong.
I've puked blood before.
Hey, Danielle.
But you have even bigger problems to deal with.
I don't even know where to begin on you.
Yeah.
I couldn't even. You're like Berlin after the Allied forces bombed it. And I'm like just some guy walking around with a flathead shovel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, should I go over here, or should I go over there? Should I go to the factory? Should I go to the airport? Should I go to the railway station? Should I go to church? I don't know. I'm going to sit down and have a smoke and think about this one.
She could start with her substance use. She's an alcoholic addict and engaging in very high-risk, dangerous, provocative, dramatic behaviors that suggest also some other very serious psychological problems.
Yeah.
So now I'll start with the addiction.
To contrast that against my weekend last week.
Vomiting blood probably is gastritis, alcoholic gastritis, and it can be serious.
Oh boy, met a guy on the freeway, was snowboarding, blew my knee out, was kissing on my girlfriend, polished off a half bottle of Smirnoff and half gallon of Smirnoff, and I didn't know where to. I just want to get off where she started involving pets.
She will need to be in a treatment program soon.
All right, treat yourself, Danielle, and when we come back, you guys are in for a treat because the clouds will part and I will unleash
the lightning round. Rocco is my good partner, Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew's board certified. You're listening to Loveline, the show that knows what goes on in your pants. Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. We can answer your love bombs. First, let's check the time. It's 11:46. No, 11:47 straight up. That is 13 minutes away from the top of the hour. Bewitching hour, 12 o'clock, midnight. You're listening to H. Rock and his good partner, his Tonto, Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, put that goddamn bell down. It's time to hop back on the phone. What's wrong with you?
Sorry.
Cammy.
Hi there.
Cammy, 22 years old. You're on Loveline. What the hell's going on there?
I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of my childhood. I know I wasn't molested or anything like that. I want to know if there's anything really serious wrong with me.
What age are you not remembering?
I'm sorry?
At what point do you not remember?
Just very, very few memories. I have a few vague memories.
Starting, when does it get vague?
Basically 6th grade and under is pretty much the age where...
It's suspicious, but I bet most people that have that sort of thing usually can still have sort of triggered memories.
Well, Drew, let me just jump in here for a second. It's 11:47 and 55 seconds. That's 12 minutes and 5 seconds away from the top of the hour straight up the show. 12 midnight of Mace Rocco. That's my partner, Dr. Drew. Live. The show that knows what's going on in your underpants. Let's hop back on the world right now. Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie, 70 years old. You're on Loveline.
Yeah, I've been dating a girl for about a year and a half, and I was curious to get sex about 5 times a week, and I'll eat her out and stuff, and then we'll have sex, and I'll eat her some more, and then I can't get her to orgasm.
Hold on a second there, Jimmy. Let me give the timeout. It's 11:48 and 30 seconds. That's 11 minutes and 30 seconds away from the top of the hour, straight up. 12 minutes. I'm H. Rock on the Loveline. Jamie's having a little difficulty getting his girlfriend to have the big O. Drew, what do you say there, buddy?
Age 17, B, he's 17.
That's right. And C, we got to check the time. It is 11:48 and 55 seconds. That's 11 minutes and 5 seconds away from the top of the hour, straight up. This is Loveline. I'm H. Rock on the
She may not understand how she works. Many 17-year-old women do not have orgasms, especially during intercourse. He's got to encourage her to figure this out and be very responsive to her.
Wait a minute, before we hop back on the phone, let's check the time one more time. It's 11:49 and 20 seconds. That's 10 seconds, 40 seconds away from the top of the hour. Dr. Drew, Travis.
Yeah.
You're 18 years old. Keeps getting into relationships with girls who have baggage.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm doing something to attract them or if whether I'm just my friends keep setting me up with them or I have no idea what I'm doing.
Or you keep closing with them.
That's right. That's right. Yep. I've dated a few Bettys who toted their fair share of Samsonite. You know what I'm saying, Drew? Lots of luggage. Lots of luggage. I'll tell you, I had to get one of those wheelie carts just to pull them around.
Smart carts?
Not carry on either. I had to check these bitches. Let's check the time. It's 11:50 and 5 seconds. It's 9 minutes, 55 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up on Mace Rock. Dr. Drew, smack dab in the middle of the lightning round. And it's back to the cowbell we go. And now let's hop on the phones. Let's speak to Joe. Joey?
Hey, what's going on?
You're 17 years old. What's up, partner?
Yeah, a while ago I was like masturbating, and when I cummed.
You cummed?
Yeah, there's like a red, like stringy cum, like it was.
Hey, Joe, I don't want to correct your grammar, buddy, but it ain't cummed, it's camed. You know what I'm saying, partner?
I think that's blood, Joe.
Could be blood.
Well, I was thinking that, but like, I don't know.
Blood and mucus.
You know, like when you do like a snot rocket or something.
Snot rocket. That's the name of my band. All right, could be blood in the semen. What do you do about that?
Not uncommon. Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but I do want to check the time.
Yes.
All right, I don't want to cut you off. Let me just check time here. It's 11:51 in 7 seconds. That is 8 That is 8 minutes and 53 seconds away from the top of the hour, 12 midnight. Straight up, you're listening to Loveline. I'm Ace Michael. That's my partner, Dr. Drew. The Love Doctor. That's how Joe.
You talked to Joe. Right?
Joe, what are you doing here again? How's the snot rocket going? Back to the phones we go. Megan?
Yeah?
Megan?
Yeah, I have this problem. I have to have, like, a whole bunch of guys at once.
Nah, me too.
Yeah.
You're 17?
Not like in bed, just in a relationship. I have to be with them all.
Yeah, you sleeping with any of them, darling?
I had a boyfriend, I was sleeping with him, but then I cheated on him with another guy.
So you feel really insecure.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I just need them all, though. I need like...
Where's Daddy?
He lives in Australia.
Australia. So you see him on weekends? Oh! Little continental joke there, baby.
Yeah, I got that.
I understand. All right, well, there you go.
Abandonment. So you always are afraid of losing somebody you care about. The vulnerability makes you feel extremely vulnerable.
All right, Drew, I don't mean to cut you off, but God knows someone's got to do it. Let me just check the time. It's 11:52 and 30 seconds straight up. That's 7 minutes and 30 seconds away from the top of the hour. 12 o'clock, the witching hour. You're listening to Loveline. I'm Ace Michael. That's my partner, Dr. Drew. He is board certified. Respect to have in the middle of the lightning round. Let's hop back on the phones and see who our next caller on the Loveline is. Samantha, you're 19.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
I have a problem. For the last 7 months, every single month, I get a yeast infection. And I have no idea why. I mean, I think I knew because I read the package and it says that if, actually I talked to a nurse practitioner and she said that if you have sex and you're not properly lubricated, that it can cause an infection. And ever since I've been on birth control, I really haven't been able to get wet when I have sex with my boyfriend.
Has your boyfriend ever been treated?
Excuse me?
Has your boyfriend ever been treated for yeast?
No.
He might have it.
Yeah.
B, sometimes you have to have the yeast completely eradicated with something like diflucan, fluconazole medication that you take by mouth.
Let me tell you something, Doc. When you're stirring that yeasty kettle with that fleshy spoon of yours, sometimes a little gravy drips on it. You know what I'm saying? You got to give that thing a proper dip and clean that thing up, or you pass the yeast back and forth like a couple of Chinamen playing ping pong. Right, partner? Yeah! I'm Ace Rockall. That's my partner, Dr. Drew. You're smack dab in the middle of the line around here on the Love Line. Let's check the time. It's 11:53 and 55 seconds. That's 6 minutes and 5 seconds away from the top of the hour, straight up midnight. I'm Ace Rockall. That's my partner, Dr. Drew. You want to hop back on the phones?
No, I'll take a break.
Huh?
Break. Break.
All right, let's go a little break. Oh, you keys out there, you drain the main vein, and we'll be right back with more of the Love Line after this. That's the spoken word for